It really hurts when someone deceives you or hides the truth from you. As much as the lying and deception of others can hurt you, your lying and deception also can hurt others. They hurt everyone. The solution is that you need to stay away from them before expecting others to stay away from them. It will also be very comforting for you and your family to become free from all kinds of lying, deceptions, and political games, and to establish your life on truth and honesty. It will give everyone a sense of security. For this, you need to follow a belief that not only does not promote lying, deception, and bluffing, but also cuts to the root of them in your heart through knowledge and makes you free. In my previous talk, I mentioned how pretending, lying, deceiving, and political games have their roots in Islam and how they have been costing Muslim nations a great deal since the rise of Islam. How can you protect yourself from such unethical things that are part of Islamic politics? You cannot, because Islam allows them to penetrate into every sphere of life. The Quran states that Allah is the best of deceivers. This gives way to Muslims to justify their own deception and lying and think that they are okay since Allah Himself uses them. Have you ever thought lying, deceiving, bluffing, or any other unethical game are roadblocks to peace and comfort everywhere and in your own family too? No matter whom you deceive, you will more likely cause that person to react with similar excuses or motives. Both of you will lose trust in one another. Of course, no trust means no peace nor comfort. That's why peace, comfort, and real love are lacking in many families, because deception and lies have destroyed trust. Members of these families learn how to deceive and how to live with deception. Husbands and wives, parents and children have learned how and where to cleverly lie and deceive. Very sad, isn't it? I have never forgotten a comment from a professor of law in the university where I was studying for my bachelor's degree in my motherland. He was critical and saying, "I wonder why bribing is not legal since everybody practices it." He also said, "Why don't we reveal our most practiced daily ethic to others and tell them openly that not a single day in our life goes forward without lies and deception?" This is the reality in all Islamic countries. Life in all of them is affected by the Islamic unethical codes of conduct, and many people do not mind using lies and deceptions in their relationships. As someone put it, we call each other brothers first and then deceive one another. I sincerely admire the courage of men and women who see the dark spots in their own society and culture, have the courage to reveal it, and cry out for a remedy to break these chains. Such people are more likely to leave Islam and find a better path for themselves. Wouldn't it be encouraging to become free from such an unpleasant life and walk in light like the light of a lamp on a hill that everybody can benefit from? Everybody. You, your family, and others. It is also immeasurably more comforting and peaceful to become a model of light for your own family instead of a model of darkness that promotes lie and deception. That moment will become an amazing moment when your life is changed and you are able to say, I am free now. My yes is a real yes now. My no is a real no too. I don't need to twist my words anymore because the light is my model now, not darkness. This is what a true belief does for you. Not only does it not teach you deception and lying, but cuts to the root of them in your heart and makes you a heavenly being, a heavenly prince and princess. Yes, a heavenly being. You will then be able to walk with the true God, shine as his agent amongst people, and become a light for them. I am 100% sure that Islam is a barrier for you to walk with God. That's why I left Islam and became a follower of Jesus Christ. I wanted to have peace in my own family and in my relationship with others, but Islam was a barrier with its taqiyya, or convenient lying and deception. There was a moment in my life when I realized that I did not want to practice Islam anymore. I did not dare to reveal this to my wife, extended family members, friends, nor others because of Islamic punishment. Islam deals with you like a chained person. Islam does not believe in freedom and does not allow you to leave it. You have only two choices: confess and die, or lie and leave. Since it is very popular to lie and leave, you also become like most of the leaders and people. Lie and leave. But fortune knocked on my door when I realized that I needed to find a way to get myself unchained from Islam, which had torn peace and comfort from me. I was thirsting for peace and comfort within. So that thirst in me led me to overcome Islamic pressures in my heart in order to have peace and comfort. You know, if you have the world, but you do not have peace and comfort in your heart, you feel that you have nothing. It is then that you stand to do something and bring peace into your life. We have an idiom in Iranian language which says, you can if you want. In other words, if you desire a thing and take a step toward it, you may have it. I took steps toward peace and comfort, but they actually rushed toward me. If you get out of your messy life and take one step toward peace, Jesus, the Prince of Peace, takes 100 steps toward you. This was what happened to me. I desperately needed to allow Jesus Christ and his gospel to become the light of my life. The gospel says in the book of 1 John chapter 2, verse 21, that no lie comes from the truth. When I read it, I realized that Islam cannot be of the truth, since it legitimizes lying and deception. Those are not from the truth and are enemies of peaceful relationships. The prophet Solomon says in his book Proverbs, chapter 12, verse 22, "The Lord detests lying lips, but he delights in men who are truthful." The true God hates bluffs, lies, and political games. Why? Because they destroy peace and comfort between you and God and between you and others. Not only did I want to have peace in my own heart, in my own family, and in my relationship with others, but I also wanted to have peace with my God. Then he could be happy with me and take delight in me, as the prophet Solomon had said. None of these could happen to me if I remained a Muslim. But all of them became parts of my life after I gave my heart to Jesus. The light of Jesus Christ unveiled and uprooted the destructive things in me and led me to the source of absolute love, holiness, peace, and comfort. The change in my life also amazed my wife and encouraged her to read the gospel of Jesus Christ. As a result, she also gave her heart to Jesus. She discovered that it was impossible to have a peaceful marital relationship with the presence of Islam and without the presence of Jesus. While reading the gospel, many other things were also revealed to her. For example, she discovered that Jesus said a man should have one wife only. Husbands and wives should love each other like their own bodies. She said, "This is fantastic. One wife and one husband." She loved it. Everything became clear to her. She realized that husbands and wives, governments and people can never have peace with each other if they follow a belief that promotes lies and deception. She left Islam and followed Jesus Christ. There is no doubt that you also have a desire for peace and comfort deep in your heart. If this is the case, you then need to allow that desire to turn into action, bring comfort into your life, and remove the agents of discomfort from your life. For this, you need to follow Jesus Christ. No other one can give you real peace and comfort.